All right, box flipping. Oh! I'm so cool. Anyways, enough of that nonsense. Let's open this box. This month's box is based on Saint Therese. Not Saint Therese of Lisieux. That was the first box. This box is based on Mother Teresa of Calcutta, the amazing nun who did amazing work in India, helping the poor. She literally got permission to leave her convent and just go help poor people, which is like the coolest thing. So this box is obviously going to be the coolest thing. All right, so we got a picture of Jesus. On the back is a letter from Mother Teresa. On the front is a picture of Jesus. It was done by Edward Castillo. That's his Instagram right there. So go check that dude out. I mean, come on. That's a pretty awesome looking Jesus. Also, can I just say how much I love this quote? Like, never leave anyone coming to you without leaving them happier. It's actually a time where Mother Teresa was approached by one of her sisters, and the sister asked, "Hey, Mother Teresa, what's the best thing I can do for the poor?" And Mother Teresa said, just give them a smile on their face. Come to them happy and make them leave happier than they ever were. That's such a cool idea. It's a great idea that you can just smile and do the smallest thing for somebody. It's like what it says right here. Other side, right there. Do small things with great love. That's it. That's all you gotta do. It's nice and simple, right? Oh, sweet fancy Moses. We got the Holy Card. Shocking. And then we have this incredible rosary. And it's made of a nice, I want to say olive wood. But the coolest part, check this out. On each of the images is a little thing of Mother Teresa of Calcutta praying. That's probably one of her most famous pictures. Mother Teresa, she had this thing about her where she would always pray. I mean, she sometimes would feel bad because she wasn't praying all the time. Like, sometimes she would just stop praying to focus on something. She'd be like, oh snap, I gotta pray more. Mother Teresa prayed the way an athlete drinks Gatorade, or an alcoholic drinks beer, or a smoker goes through a pack of cigarettes. For Mother Teresa, prayer, it wasn't an addiction, it was just a way of life. Like, she needed prayer as much as she needed air. And just, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous rosary. Like, with Mother Teresa on this, you can be like, Mother Teresa, help me out. Like, I can't pray all the time. I just did a collaboration with Tanya Borsellino. She's sister intern. She's actually about to start her internship as a nun. She's going into the convent. She's entering into the religious community. We did a collab about prayer, especially when you're starting college. What are some good things you should know when you're starting, like, what do you need to know to have a good prayer life in college? Link in the description. She's awesome. Subscribe to her channel. And at this point, I kind of feel like I'm repeating myself, but there's a medal of Mother Teresa. What else do you want? And I'm actually going to skip the last thing in the box because I want to focus on that last. We're going to look at the t-shirt. I haven't even seen it. I can't talk about it if I haven't seen it. Oh, sweet fancy Moses. Intense love does not measure. It just gives. Okay, I say this every time I see the shirts. I love the shirts. I'm wearing their old shirt right here. This is the JP2 shirt. But this shirt might be my favorite again, and I say it every time. It's the cross, but then the hearts. How do you come up with these designs, guys? Like, for real. This is incredible. Mother Teresa of Calcutta, intense love does not measure, it just gives. Again, that's one of my favorite Mother Teresa lines because she was all about, let's just give to the poor. Let's give to them everything we have. If they need something, we need to give to them. And that whole idea of just giving goes with the last item in the box. This is what's called a blessing bag. And this isn't something for you. This is actually something so that you can be more like Mother Teresa. What is inside of here? And this is a little Holy Card of Jesus, a mini tissue, some toothbrush, toothpaste, and a comb. And then this little printout. And the printout says, this is a blessing bag, here's what you do with it. And basically the whole idea behind this is that somewhere in any city that you're living in, there is somebody who doesn't have basic needs for life. You've seen them on the side of the road before. You know that they're there. And a lot of times you stop and you're like, do they really need money? Maybe they'll use it for different purposes other than what they're saying. Maybe they'll use it to buy drugs. Maybe they'll use it to buy alcohol. How can I, help them? This is kind of the idea. If you still want to help them, but you don't want to give them money, give them a blessing bag. And you can make these at home as well. And I love this idea. Have a couple of these in your car. But what you can do with this is put some things that are basic essentials. So put some Band-Aids, put some deodorant, put some soap, put some gloves, breakfast bars, beef jerky, water, first aid kit, pet food, anything that they might need, you put into a bag. And this is a smaller one, but you can have a bigger ones in your car to give out to people. And it just has things that everyone needs. Everyone needs a toothbrush and toothpaste. Everyone needs you know, something to wipe their hands off. Simple necessity. For years, ever since VeggieTales partnered with Samaritan Shoebox, Christmas Shoebox, it's basically where you like fill up a small box and you send it to a poor child somewhere who doesn't really able to receive gifts from Christmas because they're living in poverty, and you fill it up with, you know, trinkets to us, but to them, they are incredible things. You know, if you're living in poverty in Africa and you get some crayons and a coloring book, that's incredible. If you get like one of those ping pong things, like where the ball goes back and forth, that is a great toy. For us, it's not really, it's a stocking stuffer, but for them, it's incredible. It's the same thing. People here who are living in our cities, in our communities, this is what they need. They need this small stuff. This is it, and it's so easy. These are trinket stuff. You can buy these at Walmart or Sam's Club or Costco or anywhere. Just buy a bunch of things in bulk and put them in a bunch of bags. Keep them in your car. Because the next time you see one of those people on the side of the road who say, hey, I need money, just say, hey, here's something. At the very least, it will help them out. And if they say, I don't want this, I just want money to buy drugs, well, that's not your problem. You at least gave them something that they would actually need if they actually did need the help they're saying they're needing. But more importantly, you're able to spread the mission, not only of Christ, but of Mother Teresa of Calcutta. This was her entire mission. Her whole idea was, let's go into the poorest of the poor, the slums of India, the places where cops were like, not really want to go there. The places where doctors, professional doctors, people whose job is to help people, wouldn't go. And she said, you know what? They're Jesus. I'm going to show Jesus back to them. I think that's what is the beautiful thing that Mother Teresa is that she saw Jesus in these people. And because of that, she was able to be Jesus right back at them. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. Other than this awesome rosary with her face on it, the holy card, the awesome picture. And as always, the Catholic t-shirts. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch my last video, which is all about my story, my coming to Christ kind of story, you can click just on my last video. It'll be here in a second when all of like the little cards come up. And if you haven't watched these videos before, subscribe to my channel. I do videos every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. Like my Facebook page, like my Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram. That's how it works, following. Just like Mother Teresa followed Jesus, you should follow me on Instagram. That was bad. Don't quote me on that. I'm just... Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This wasn't the beginning, it's not, never shall be. Let's live.